mean, of course, this in this aspect, I feel like it's more something that you can learn by doing and being within the classroom. But having this kind of knowledge, especially for teachers who haven't yet become teachers, like Rev, this is so helpful. I wish I had a little bit more of this before I started teaching. But when I did start teaching, I was kind of just thrown into the deep end. I had a lot of guidance and whatnot, but I think this is very useful. If you take pointers and listen to other teachers who have got all this experience, it's really useful. So yeah, I think this webinar, aside from that, of course, you're brilliant. And I love your technique, the way you've even taught me something today, aside from the lesson itself, the way you never direct negativity on any of your other students. For example, when you're making an example of teachers or making an example of students, you always put everyone else in a positive light, and then you say, oh, but Sudeshna is always late. So it's like nobody kind of feels like you're attacking them, I guess. You do it for that reason, if I'm not wrong. It's subtle.
I leave
it's
that
really
strategy to you too.
This webinar alone, that's something that I could, go all the rest of my classes. So
I'm taking a lot back. Yes, thank you. I believe that in classroom management, there's always two parts to it. It's obviously the student side and it's the student side. So it's the way a teacher presents themselves. Obviously, there's a lot a teacher needs to show students by acting with being an example.
Right.
So yeah, you have to have strong body language to be a teacher. So there's a lot of things that a teacher needs to get right when it comes to classroom management. It's not always just having a perfect lesson plan, but it's the way you execute that lesson plan. And like you rightly said, it's not only about teaching, but classroom management is about controlling the students. And I think part of that is having a good relationship with the students.
Right.
Yeah. And then obviously with the student side, that call and response is very important to get them under control and get them looking at you and understanding you, and also to have that one-on-one relationship with the students and as a whole class.
Yes.
Which is, I think that's important, because you need their attention, and sometimes you don't always get the attention the whole class because their attention span is not very, depending on the age group you are teaching. Yeah. So yeah, classroom management is very important, and I think there's always something that you learn when it comes to classroom management. Like you said, you can be a teacher for 20 years and still not have the same teaching methodology with students. Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you. It was such an engaging webinar. I really appreciate the opportunity to be able to share and also hear experiences from others. For me, it was really fun and enriching. And I'm always looking forward to have sessions with you because it's not all the time just the teacher talking. It's not always Miss Sudeshna talking. It's not like, okay, Kirby, okay, Wayne, and you're trying to call out names, which I really like. And it's nice to hear that sometimes what I do is not something that will, let's say, for example, Kirby will do because you have a different level. And sometimes it's also fun to hear that, oh, it can actually work with them. So there are a lot of takeaways, classroom management, behavior approaches. So overall, I enjoyed this session. And I wish before we used to have a lot of people in the chat room, but now we are very few. I just imagine how more the experiences, and I wonder like what other techniques are they using. And I like webinars like this.
Yeah, today I got very satisfied about webinar. Yeah, very knowledgeable. Give me a lot of inspiration, strategy, and tactic, everything you give me. So
Right.
this is, I have to learn from day by day and start practicing myself.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So I want to say everyone thank you for today, and I got learning from everyone, and it's very knowledgeable about everybody talking. I listen, and it's very technical. Some every corner I got it, so I can use it in the future, and especially my teacher today is very good.
Thank
The experience very enthusiastic and very clear teaching, and thank you very much. Great
Thank you.